Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. So this is part 4 of my analysis of interesting nuggets of information from Nano Dimension's recent 20F for 2021, which is their annual report. As today's title suggests, there seems to be more red flags here than a May Day parade outside the Kremlin. As always, I humbly request that you please click the subscribe button below. It really helps me out and doesn't cost you anything. Thanks so much. And another thing to get out of the way, I actually wish the best for this company and its shareholders. I'm not trying to talk down the company. I don't get any glee from companies or stocks doing poorly, and I'm not shorting the stock. I'm simply trying to present information that I think is relevant for the future course of the stock as an investment. Today's episode is a continuation at looking at the 20F, just some more odds and ends that I wanted to point out. If you didn't see parts 1, 2, and 3, you can watch them after this one for more information that I know you'll find useful. Let's start off with the big thing. This first part I'm not going to read out loud because it's written in legalese and doesn't sound at all good when it's spoken, but I'll put it up on the screen for a moment. Okay, now I'll read the section directly after that one in the document. Operating loss. As a result of the foregoing, our operating loss for the year ended December 31st, 2021 was $223,211,000 as compared to an operating loss of $35,697,000 for the year ended December 31st, 2020, an increase of $187,514,000 or 525%. Just to be clear, that's an increase in loss year over year of 525%. Two things to take away from that. One, the share price is lower than the book value, which is how much the company could get if they liquidated all of their assets and returned them to the shareholders, which may mean that the stock is on sale and it's a bargain. But the downside is the market knows that. And what it's been saying for a long time is stock in this company is worth even less than if the company were to liquidate. For one thing, they're not going to do that, and even if they did, it doesn't look like they would have to give the assets to the shareholders under Israeli law, according to this document, in a different section. Just something to think about. Item 4, information on the company, a history and development of the company. Our legal and commercial name is Nano Dimension Limited. We were incorporated in the state of Israel in December 1960. Okay, so where does December 1960 come into play? I can't seem to find anything about the company that goes back more than 10 years. Is 1960 a typographical error? Let's look at another section that's a screen grab. For one director, where it's referencing them working for Rothschild and Company, it spells Rothschild two different ways. These instances may seem petty, and I will be the first one to tell you that things that I write, especially in early drafts, are filled with all kinds of problems as far as spelling and sometimes grammar. But this is an SEC filing. The people who run this company are paid millions of dollars a year. Highly paid people prepare this document. As I'm dictating this document, Microsoft Word spell check knows how to spell Rothschild. And in fact, the document is riddled with all kinds of blatantly obvious grammar and numeric issues that I've seen just scanning it. Again, I don't want to seem petty, but this is an important financial document prepared by experts and that will be read by financial analysts, among other people. And most of the problems that I've seen are words. Who knows what errors there might be in financial numbers supplied? If they can't even get words and grammar correct when running the document through any grammar check software, then what type of issues are we missing as far as the numbers? Accuracy is important for documents like this, just as accuracy is important for their machinery to do what it's supposed to do on the micro level. Here's some standard boilerplate from the document. We may be subject to securities litigation, which is expensive and could divert management attention. In the past, companies that have experienced volatility in the market price of their stock have been subject to securities class action litigation. We may be the target of this type of litigation in the future. Litigation of this type could result in substantial costs and diversion of management's attention and resources, which could seriously hurt our business. Any adverse determination in litigation could also subject us to significant liabilities. So that's certainly true because the price has gone down quite a bit, approximately 96% from the time that it was issued. But when you have official financial filings like these filled with problems, that gives even more ammunition to class action lawyers. Okay, let's look at the total compensation for some of the top executives. Remember, these are in US dollars and in thousands, so you have to add 3 zeros to these numbers. These are probably not out of line with compensation for American-based high-tech executives, but a conundrum arises. The company is losing money, a lot of money, and has been throughout its entire existence. But if you don't pay the executives millions of dollars, then they're going to leave the company and get a job someplace else. But in the meantime, them staying with Nano cost the company money, and as they've pointed out, and I've put in other videos, this document admits that they may never become profitable. Okay, let's look at share ownership. What's interesting is that when you look at the footnotes, which I'm not going to put here but are in the document, almost all of the figures here are unexercised options. So these are not shares that the people actually own. These are options that are often only exercisable at far higher amounts than the current price of the stock, so would not be exercised upon at this time. It would seem to me that if Nano Dimension was a good buy at its current price on the stock market, that executives and directors would be loading up, but they do not seem to be. And by the way, this information is from March 30th, 2022. So, is it true that the CEO owns or controls about 12% of the shares, while all the other directors combined only make up an additional 2 or so percent? Yes. But it's interesting to look at some other changes in ownership. I'm not going to attempt to read the next section in particular. I don't want to mangle the pronunciation of people's names. But the significant decrease in ownership stakes of former large-scale owners of shares is illuminating. So the main takeaway from today's video is there continues to be a lot of red flags throughout the document. And remember, this is the 4th video that I've done about issues in the 20F filing. Some of the more significant issues that I've seen I've put in previous videos. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring up today. I've made many other videos about Nano. I argue that there are a lot of issues facing it as a company and as an investment for shareholders. The company is losing money and the stock has lost over 96% of its value in the last 7 years or so. Some of what I've read to you is legal boilerplate, but the warnings are real. There are many potential issues that can impact the stock as an investment, and that's what you need to be focused on. Please keep these issues in mind when thinking about investing in Nano. But be sure to let me know what you think about what I've presented here and why you think that Nano is or isn't a good investment. I would really appreciate it if you've made it this far. If you leave a comment, either positive or negative. I can take the negative criticism, and in fact, I've made videos in the past where I specifically analyze various viewers' critiques of my arguments. I would love to do that again if viewers leave comments. And if you like this type of content and want to see more, it would really help me out if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, please view my other videos, and if you like them, click the like button. It also helps out if you leave a comment in the comment section for each one. I'm on Instagram at AnthonyRRMills. You can follow me there. Since this channel is not yet monetized, if you want to help me out, I sell small collectibles on eBay, things like old stock and bond certificates, coins and banknotes, stamps and postal items and books, along with other things such as Masonic items. If you're interested in buying silver coins as collectibles or investments, I usually have some listed. If you're interested in investing in gold or silver as a commodity, I have a few YouTube videos that explain how you can easily do that, plus some of the pitfalls in doing so. You can find my items on eBay with my username stock_tycoon. Thanks for watching and good luck in investing.